Welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now, sometime in life, as parents or even grandparents, you do some things and it end up so that the bad luck not only fall upon you, but even on your picking them. Even your innocent picking them who not do nothing. I think even in the Bible it is written that sometime the son can pay for the sins of the father. Right, and I say that not to be insensitive because, as I mentioned, this little youth, Lance J. Sterling, was an innocent youth. Originally it came out, they said he was 9 years old, but then the mother said he was 8 years old. So we're going to take, obviously, the mother's word for it. So he was an 8-year-old youth. Very talented youth. Everybody who has been messaging me from the community and from the area tell me say he was a very brilliant youth. I just seen this picture. I hold up one, them little ribbon thing the way you get for track and field. Apparently he was a star boy, very fast. Everywhere him going, the fastest he would beat everybody, stadium everywhere. Very talented youth. Who knows? Could have been the next Usain Bolt. Could have been the next Asafa. Could have been even better. We don't know, and we will never know, unfortunately, because Lance J. Sterling is no longer here. He's no longer here because of a round that came from a group of 87s, a group of youth who have no respect for human life. But the reason why I started off by mentioning the father is because Lance J. Sterling's father was a man by the name of Ackroyd Sterling. And Ackroyd Sterling was, well, let's just say, society and Jamaica as a whole is not missing him. Ackroyd Sterling was a member of the Stone Crusher organization. His father was at 87. His father was a notorious youth. Now, remember in the original video, I said, when I listened to his mother speak, Lance J. Sterling's mother speak, I immediately picked up on some words that if you don't really know what one, it would fly over your head. When I heard that lady say, cancel her ups there, them should have cancel her ups there, and I said that is not how women who are not in the streets talk. The fact that she was talking like this, she had some kind of knowledge, some kind of linkage with the streets. She know the streets work. And I mentioned the whole kerosene oil thing. And I don't want this to look like I'm coming after that woman because, of course, she is not the focus point here. We're focusing on the fact that the 87s and do this to our son, but we have to make the connection. We can't just act like say everything happening in a vacuum, right? We have to make the connection, and the connection is, the reality is, our man, Ackroyd Sterling, our farmer man, this young man's father, probably made a lot of people, well not probably, made a lot of people feel the way she's feeling right now, which is why in the video I said, listen, only when it turn up on people's doorstep, people want ball about crime and talk about cancer ops. But guess what? Ackroyd Sterling never cancer ops. And let me make this clear again, because I know the simpletons them out there, and I know Simon is out there waiting for pounds. I am not saying Lance J. Sterling deserved none of this. That is not what I'm saying. I realize I have to break things down as clear as if I'm talking to children sometimes. So let's put that out there. This video is not saying Lance J. Sterling deserved none of this. I'm simply saying even in the book it is written that sometime the son pay for the sins of the father. Because what a piece of bad luck. People, what are the odds? What are the odds that this little youth who don't even reach the age yet for grow year and them arm, they on that particular spot at that particular moment and that particular round catch him? People, that is a next level, that is a high level of bad luck and crosses. And as I said, when I found out who his father was, it all made sense to me, right? People, Ackroyd Sterling, as I said, he was a stone crusher. Now, the fact that his father was a stone crusher, here's the thing, people. Now, people, you see how quick the retaliation happened after this little youth get taken out. Well, let me tell you something. If this youth father was still around, Ackroyd Sterling was still around, whatever you see happening on Mobile would happen 10 times worse. If this youth father and Stonecrusher man them was still around and this happened, and that, and Ackroyd Sterling could rally the Stonecrusher man them if you go do retaliation for this, people, me are telling you right now, the entire JDF would have to go down there go squash it. The entire JDF. That is how serious it would have been. But then people know say when Stonecrusher man them retaliate, them now come for no one. Minimum 5 or 6 when you take out the body of them family. So I guess it's a blessing in disguise that the father is no longer even here. As bad as that may sound. Now let me just give you a story about Ackroyd Sterling. I'm going to read a news article. Probably the only one I could find really, because I could just tell you in the streets things, but I love when people can go read for themselves, right? Now, if you want to find the story, you can Google the words "no bail for Ackroyd Sterling." Here is the story. It comes from February 07, 2008, and I'm going to read the story on people. And I quote: Ackroyd Sterling, who is charged in connection with a triple murder committed in Flanker in December 2006, and is who alleged to have threatened to kill a policeman while in custody, was denied bail when he was brought to the Montego Bay Resident Magistrates Court on Tuesday. Sterling, who had broken down in tears the previous week when the other 2 men he was charged with were offered bail in the sum of $500,000, will get a hearing into the threat charges on February 29th. In refusing to grant bail, Senior Resident Magistrate Winsome Henry told the court she had only granted bail to the other 2, 35-year-old Lennox Bernard and 19-year-old Jermaine Clark. People from Trelawney probably remember that name, Jermaine Clark. Because of the length of time they were in custody due to the reluctance of eyewitnesses to come forward. Again, people remember in these days, no man na go court go call the name and point out no man in a Stonecrusher and these organizations. But then it was unheard of. Just no send a witness now show up come testify against them, man. 2008, this was prime Stonecrusher days. In time Mobile had like 10 fireside. Anyway, I'll continue. The judge told the court that there have been instances where persons accused of murder have been arrested for other crimes, including murder while on bail, and that one must be careful when threats are being made. Allegations are that Sterling had threatened to kill Constable Leroy Rowe, telling him in the presence of other police officers that he would be the first person he was going to kill once he gets out on bail. Let me say that again. Let me read that part again, because I just wanted to understand who Ackroyd Sterling was. Allegations are that Sterling had threatened to kill Constable Leroy Rowe, telling him in the presence of other police officers that he would be the first person he was going to kill once he gets out on bail. People, telling all the time, if this channel was around when Mobile did really hot, when Stonecrusher did really hot, people talk about brazen now. People, them money in them time don't care about police. As I said, the farmer done for Stonecrusher, Eldon Calvert, them man they fling head over police station, right? Them man they used to tell police them to come for them and then go for them. I just want to understand how serious Mobile was. As bad as Mobile is now, and politicians have jump up like say, I would put Mobile bad, and oh, you hear one side I say, they can't believe this, the side and I fix this, and the next side I say, well, why you never fixed it? People, all of this was happening under the nose of Jamaican people. No, the sorry said the whole YouTube thing never really more popular back then for the people and really know what go on. Even the media, in my opinion, the media failed the Jamaican public, because whenever they reported on this, they always just glanced over it. The Jamaican media did not give the Jamaican people the real depth into just how serious Mobile was at the time and how brazen and barefaced some of these youths were. As you hear the man say, the man tell the police in front of other police as him come out and beat him and go deal with him. People, that was Ackroyd Sterling. And I know people are going to run in and tell me, say, oh, he must good youth, one time they do this and one time first of all, the words good youth in Jamaica mean none. Being called a good youth is never really anything to do with morals or who you are as a person. Being a good youth can be, somebody say a good youth cause one time and they beg you one guineas they bite for them. That is the Jamaican version of good youth. There is no 87 that I've ever reported on where somebody in a message me and tell me say he was a good youth. People, let me say it again. There is no 87. Think of every 87 or even 90 that I've ever covered on this channel where people don't run over in the email or Instagram and tell me say I was good youth. And whenever I ask them what they mean was good youth, it's always something for the one time in the steam in our dance and buy me one liquor. Or one time I see my man say, yo, boss, you can't give me a $2,000 and then give me that's good youth. One time I see my man say, yo, you can't make a flex. I'm going to make a flex. I'm going to the party and we get 2 girls. That's good youth in Jamaica. You can't let down 100 people. You can't wake up granny, pitney, goat, dog, cat, in the matter. Once you give a man a Guinness, once you buy a man on a spliff, you'll be titled good youth, right? So listen, over somebody come tell us Accra Sterling was a good youth, right? But people, as me say, the situation is sad because this little youth, as me say, from what I've heard, everybody's been telling me the same thing. Very, very talented youth, had a bright future ahead of him. But the mother, I could instantly pick up the mother. I could tell the kind of men that she was into and the kind of men she's been around to speak the way she does. It doesn't change the fact that she's hurting. It doesn't make it any less painful for her, as me say. They take out her man or them take out her son. But listen, people, as the old saying go, if you live with dogs, they don't know you'd catch. Right? And it's just sad all around. In all of this, the real sad story in all this to me is Lance Sterling. To be honest. I mean, as I say, I'm sure the mother hurt, but I'm not losing any sleep over that. It was real sad what happened to look at you. Real sad. But Patreon squad, do open yourself. Please like, comment, and share the video. Bless.